Hi everyone, and welcome to the final video in our line graphing series, how to analyze and interpret a line graph. So back to this graph, we're looking at Natalie and Emma's runs. Now Natalie's line is in red, Emma's line is in green. So if we're looking at Natalie's race, we can start off looking at this 0 to 30-minute time period. So what can this graph tell us? Well, if we look at the slope of this line, we can see that Natalie ran 6 kilometers in 30 minutes. If we look at the next time segment, which was from 30 to 60 minutes, we know that Natalie slowed down. How do we know that? The slope of her line decreased. If we look at the next time segment, that slope decreased again. What does that mean? Natalie was running even slower. And we can see that in this segment from 90 to 120 minutes, Natalie was running even slower. Now she's only running 1 kilometer per hour. Then at the end, the slope increases, which means she is running faster. Okay, and we know that because X is the time, Y is the total distance. So if the slope is steeper, that means that in the same amount of time, she is running more, meaning that she's running faster. Okay, now we're going to take a look at Emma's line. From this time segment from 0 to 30 minutes, Emma is running slower than Natalie. How do we know that? Well, first of all, Emma's line is less steep. The slope of her line is less steep. Second of all, we can see that Emma only ran 4 kilometers versus Natalie ran 6 during that same time. So we know Emma's running slower. But if we look at this next chunk of time, we can see that the slopes of their lines are the same. That means that they're running at the same speed. Now, in the next time chunk, Emma's line gets steeper than Natalie's. So Emma is now running faster than Natalie. And then in this 30-minute time chunk, Emma is also running faster than Natalie. And we can see that their lines intersect, which means that Emma has now surpassed Natalie. So now if they're running a race, she just ran right past her. Okay, and then at the end, you can see that Emma's slope again matches Natalie's. So that means that they're running at the same speed. We can see that Emma's point ends here at 15 kilometers. Emma ends at 16 kilometers, and Natalie ends at 15, which means that Emma has run more. Okay, now to answer this reflection question, at what point does Emma pass Natalie? We saw here that the lines intersect at this point. If we take a look at what time that is on our x-axis, we can see that is at 105 minutes. So that is the point at which Emma passes Natalie. Okay, hope this helped. Thank you for listening.